Hey, good morning and welcome to another milk review. Today we're going to review Horizon Organic Growing Years, developed with pediatricians. High vitamin D organic milk with chlorine, prebiotics and 50 milligrams of DHA, ultra pasteurized. We've partnered with pediatricians to identify nutrients for growing kids ages 1 to 5. Growing Years helps deliver nutrition kids need in delicious organic milk they love. Ingredients on here are kind of interesting. Grade A organic milk, chicory root extract, DHA algae oil, absorbic acid, and tocopherol, some word I don't know. Vitamin C and vitamin E to help maintain freshness. Oh, that's what it is. Chemical versions of vitamin C and vitamin E to maintain freshness. Chlorine, chloride, and vitamin D3. So this is ultra pasteurized, grain-fed milk. In my opinion, this is like a weird milk byproduct. This is not real milk. This is milk from a cow that's not eating what it's supposed to eat, and it causes all this excess bacteria and bacteria that you don't really want in the cow. So you cook it and it all goes away and you get a dead food. And then you can doctor this up with a bunch of chemicals and say it's good for kids because it's probably attempting to replace some of the stuff you killed with boiling your milk to extreme temperatures. This is kind of a weird review because it looks just like an ordinary thing of milk, but it kind of brings up the fact that this is not real milk. This is not what people have been drinking for like thousands and thousands of years. People have been drinking pasteurized milk for not very long. So this is really dumb to me. This is just basically our food has been so industrialized that milk has really lost a lot of its nutritional value. So in an attempt to make it appealing for kids, they've made this like added weird kind of chemical version. I kind of don't want to drink this. This is not something I would drink a lot. I mean, at like some weird surface level, you could drink it and think you're getting like some extra vitamins and stuff, but high-end, uncooked quality milk would have all of this in so much more, in such a more natural way. So I kind of hate this stuff, but I was at Walmart buying greater value milk and I saw a couple milks I haven't tried. Not that this is going to taste any different than the other milks I've drank from Horizon Organic, but it just kind of highlights this weird subject around milk and what is milk, how is it intended to be, the complexities of milk in its highest quality state versus the complexities of milk in this industrialized, altered, cooked, dead state. Nevada is unfortunately one of the states where the sale of unpasteurized milk is very, very difficult. So hopefully in the future I can go to California and buy some retail. You can buy it locally around here, but it's so illegal that people don't really want to do it. I used to have a lady back in the day I'd buy what's called raw milk from, and she moved, so I have no plug. One time I texted her about milk, and the next time I went to pick it up, she was standing by the fridge where it's usually kept, told me not to text her about it anymore. So it's kind of funny that in a state like Nevada, where prostitution, weed, and 24-hour drinking and gambling is permitted, I can't go buy milk that hasn't been through some form of industrialized process. I didn't really intend for this to be so deep, yet so shallow on a deep topic, but this has been sitting in my fridge to review, and the more times I look at it and the more times I know I'm going to review it, the more I just know it's going to lead to that kind of conversation about what milk is, what milk isn't, and what I'm allowed to buy and drink. So let's try this pediatrician milk, which is weird to me on a lot of ends. Let's give it a smell. It smells like milk. I can't really tell if I'm like missing something. I'd almost need like to A/B it to see if I can smell these added algae and chicory and chemical vitamins that are in it. But let's try it. This is probably the most resentful I've felt doing these to drink milk. I'm not a big fan of like random stuff I can't pronounce in food that I eat, so. It just tastes like Horizon Organic ultra pasteurized milk. I guess it just has like really small amounts on this. It's funny too, because usually when you buy milk, the nutritional facts will list certain vitamins, and with milk they usually don't list a bunch. They'll list like calcium or whatever, but this lists a bunch of them, maybe to make it seem like it's more nutritious. Actual real high quality milk has such a vast, complex, and perfect list of nutrition that it'd be hard to put it on a label. And then every single batch would be slightly different depending on the climate, the weather, the pastures, types of cows. So it gets complex. As a baseline kind of supplemental food, pasteurized milk's fine if you're like hungry or thirsty, but it's just like a flash of what the real thing is. I've tried to do raw milk on this show already, but like I said, at this point it's pretty, I don't want to say impossible, but it's very hard to get raw milk in this state. I'll have to make a trip to California and check out some of the dairies that are distributing raw milk through the state of California. And we can resume more talk on the real milk then. A little less joyful than our normal programming here with the milk review, but kind of necessary with a product like this. And some of the bad milks I've been drinking lately. Greater value milk. That stuff was awful. I can't tell if it's because I know, but I feel like it has like a kind of an odd aftertaste, but it doesn't set in until like the total taste of the milk is gone. I'm not a doctor with these chemicals they're putting in for babies, but it's just, like I said, this is so far from the real thing that we've been drinking for thousands of years. It's an industrialized move at adding stuff to it, right? It's very hard to compare, especially with an entertaining video like this. I would not drink this every day. I don't think I'll even finish this unless I needed it, which probably will because I got through a lot of milk. But thanks for watching another milk review. Have a great life.